Alright, guys, what is going on? My name is Tubby, and welcome back to Building a WrestleMania Arena, part number 7. This one, it's going to look a little different to you. You'll notice that the wall has been built on the right side, and I'm working on it on the left side right now. And I have to say, this is really coming together nicely. It is smaller than I wanted it to be, but when you come out and you see this, I think the decision not to go straight into suites is going to be a good one. I think it's going to be a decision that I think we made the right call on, and I'll show you why in a second. Right now, we're not even filling any of these in. I'm just kind of going through and getting the basic wall design put in because I don't want to put floor in if we're not actually going to have anywhere to walk on it. So I'm not putting in the flooring on the back side just yet. I will go in and put in the tubes or the not even the tubes, my bad, the entrances here for the arena openings. Now, when we do that, I think you'll see it comes here, and we're not having a floor, but I do want to kind of put these in, so we're going to go back. I've only been doing the 3, but then the light really comes shining through, so let's go ahead and put in a little bit more of a floor. Come back another 4. That way, hopefully the tunnel's not completely lighted up. Because you notice when you look across, it's just all light, and it looks a little weird. As I got the hiccups here, I hope your Christmas is going well. I hope you got everything you wanted and or asked for, or thought you needed and or deserved. This is the first year that the last 2 have been I made a lot of money, and I was able to buy my family good stuff last year, and this year it's kind of back to basic presents, and I feel a little bad personally because I loved giving. I gave my mom a laptop last year. It was Kindles the year before for my mom and sister. And I always feel, pretty proud of what I get this year. Fortunately, I wasn't able to give them as much as I had hoped. I mean, I got them some, cool stuff that they use every day, but not those big electronics or, those big things that your face as a kid would go absolutely ape crazy for. Here's a bed. Let's go ahead and lay down and sleep. Now, the cool thing about this design is right now it's very easy to replicate because you see how these, panels come in. It's super easy just to keep building, and I think that's one of the good things about doing this series and building this out is kind of showing newer builders that you don't have to do certain things. Because I know a lot of guys would come right in and either start building suites or going right to the end. It takes a lot of thinking about stuff. Now, I will say I don't like the straight entrances, so I definitely don't think we're going to be keeping the straight ones. I think I like more of this design where it kind of opens up. And then even that, I actually kind of really like that. And then it keeps running along the side. The one question is, do you even then need... No, you don't need this part. You need the back side, and then that's what it looks like. And I think that, I'm pretty sure that's what I did on the other side. I'm just now seeing what it looks like over here. I definitely do like a pattern more, something along the lines of that. And we have yet to figure out what that pattern exactly is going to be because there's so much we can do. Let's see. We can, though, on this side go in now and put the wall. Unfortunately, we don't know where our seats are going to be. So that's one thing I can't do. But I can at least go ahead and put in the wall now so you can start to see the continuity. I don't know where the corner wall is going to go. That's the one thing I've been, anticipating a little bit. I may actually try to build up from the suite level and just kind of see how it naturally would tie in and line up, or else I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to go about doing it. And it is making me a little nervous as I go ahead and put that in there. It is making me just a tad bit nervous, and I hate to say that. Kind of sound like a dick, but I am a little bit nervous on if the corners are going to match up, because my luck, I'm going to build this really nice arena. The suites line up, everything happens, and then the corner seats are the ones that messed up, and I probably didn't put it in just right as we're finishing up here with this last bit of wall. I think the next thing was we got to figure out where the steps are going to go in. And then now for the steps to go in, oh, man, I really should have just done one at a time. When I do when I do less than one at a time, it just seems to go a lot slower. But too many people get mad at me when I do one at a time. Now, whenever I get World Edit, whenever that actually is, these will install a heck of a lot faster, because then that's when you can just use the axe and place in position 1 and do a runner along the side. Once that happens, I think we'll pretty much be set as far as building the arena goes, because, like I said, the hardest thing is taking the time to lay all the blocks down. Some people see it as cheating for using World Edit. I don't, because, it is just laying down a lot of repetitive stuff. I think the creativity doesn't come in with World Edit. I think the creativity just allows you to implement it easier, I guess is the words I'm looking for as we come down to the end here. And you kind of see what this wall looks like and where we have to go with the seats and where we're going to put these in. Let's see. So we have the seats coming over on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need to go 8 out from our current ones, because we still have to build this corner. So I think we have to go over 6 more on each side, right? So 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we just have to extend these up. And now by doing this, this is when we're going to connect these corners, because once this corner is done and the whole bottom bowl has been completed, things are going to get a heck of a lot easier, because I've already mastered that corner, the seating pattern. So once we get the pattern done, it's actually going to fly pretty quick. As you guys can see now, it's just going in and filling this stuff in. And I'm getting super pumped up about this, because the arena is really starting to take shape. Some people said, are you going to put a roof on it? Yes. I don't know how we're going to do it, what we're going to make it out of. Like I said, we're at like the baby ground floors. If you look at my other arenas and how far the parts got, it's not a very fast process. And every video between the videos, it usually has a couple hours of building in between. This is the first 2 part that you kind of come in and is me just working on what I've already done. So as we're laying this all down, we're going over, and that's the 8 to connect the pattern. So my problem now is trying to figure out where that goes. So I think it's 8, and then that's when the pattern starts, right? So we have to start from this staircase, or maybe it's not 8. Let me count how many it is. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it is 8. So on this one, on the 9th, and that's when the pattern starts. So after 8, now we start with 9. Okay, I'm pretty sure I know what we're doing now. So let's lay this one here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now 9 will start here for the pattern. So we lay this here. All right. And then now I'm going to lay this here. That one's here. Then 1, 2, 3. Whoa, no, I need that there. Thank you, though, for being concerned about that. All right. And then now we go back 2, 2, 2. And that should line up perfectly now with our seats. So this one, you're going to see now, is going to match up perfectly with the end row right here. And this is exactly what we're going for. We wanted it to match up right there. And you notice the pattern is in line, and there we go. So that's how we build the corner seats in the arena, and it looks like it's matching to me. I don't want to say with 100% certainty, but I'm pretty sure it is matching up. So now to continue doing this, Obviously, this is when it gets a little confusing, so you have to start filling this stuff in. Is right here. So it goes back here. Then 2. And then there. Okay. Now it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Like so. Like, yeah, this is looking good. And there we go. We've got our pattern going in. The seats will now continue to cascade up, which this is just looking fantastic. Well, like I said, once you get that pattern down, dude, it looks so nice. And the good thing is we're not going to go in and put in anything else. So the only thing you really have to keep filling in is coming down here a bit more. So let's just fill these in a little bit. That way I don't have to keep coming down every single time, because it does get a little bit annoying. But we're going to continue that on. We're going to continue building all of this, I should say, in the next part. Oh, slow but worth it process. I honestly think so. We've got this pattern starting to be built now as I put in. And this is all you really have to do, is go up to about there. And then now the next one starts here. So we put it here like so. And then that one's down there like that. And then bam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That gets laid down like so. And there we go. You guys can really start to see this pattern take effect. I like it. I love this pattern. It makes my life super easy to build the corner of the seats. You see what they're going to look like. It's going to look great. I'm excited for it. We'll be back with the next part as it's becoming nighttime again. And until next time, we will see you all later.